Hello, my name is Brenda. My channel is Handwork Maniac. Welcome. Okay, so it's been 6 weeks. I don't know what happened, but I need to catch you up from the middle of June. I guess it's only been a month. It's only been 4 weeks. But I went to StitchCon, then I went on an amazing road trip in Ohio, up to New York and back down through Ohio, and then I came home, and I've been on vacation a couple times since. So today I'm going to show you all the pieces that I worked on since June 9th. That was the last video. Oh, today is July 10th, 2025. I have 3 finishes, 4 new starts, I don't know, 20 something projects that I worked on since the last video. Just a couple of things that I purchased after I got home from StitchCon. So I'll go through all of that, and then I will do a section about StitchCon and all the things I purchased at StitchCon and how fun that was. And then I will go over the crazy shop stop 2025 road trip that we did, where we stopped at 5, 6, 7, 8 stores, mostly cross-stitch stores between New York and clear down through Ohio. And then I'll do plans at the very end. Okay, so I have 3 finishes. The first one is Cheer. And this is a little spool kit and chart by Paper and Thread that was available at the Needlework market. And it came with the perforated paper to stitch it on. And then I need to trim it down. And they also had these spools available to purchase with it. And I'll cut the perforated paper down, and then it will wrap around the spool. That was a Mania start, and it wasn't very big, so that was easy to finish. And I showed you this finish last time, but I showed you the back side of it. Didn't even notice. How can you not notice that you're showing the back side? So here's the front side. It's Prairie Schooler. The chart is just called ABC, and then there's another one called DEF, and I just did the D from DEF. I was going to do the whole alphabet, but I told you last time that I decided that for the amount of time it was taking, it would be a never-ending project. So I just decided to end it right there because I thought it was so cute. I finished this garden bag by Shepherd's Bush. I believe it's just called Garden. That was also a Mania start. That was fun to do. It has some very cute buttons on it. And then during the trip, I started and finished this Fragments in Time 2020. It was part of the 2023 Fragments in Time. I'm blanking on the name of the designer, but I show the patterns later in the video during the trip part. I'll show you them to you because I purchased them. This is the number 6 of the 2023 Fragments in Time, and it is stitched on 46 count, 1 more reproduction linen by Bestitch Me, 1 strand of floss with the called for flosses, 1 strand of floss over 2 fabric threads. When we got home from our crazy road trip, we realized we had, I think it was 1,283 miles that we had gone, just from Cincinnati up to Niagara Falls and then back down through Ohio again. So we decided we needed to stitch that many stitches before we came home. And so I started this and got most of my stitches in on this. Just had like 56 left that I put in on one of my other projects that I'll show you. All right, that's the finishes. I'll show you the new starts as I come to them. And I hope that they're all within reaching distance. This is the Halloween sampler by Hello from Liz by Teresa Kogut. It's in this book, Hello Halloween. I've been working on it for 2 years. I split it up into 24 sections. I started it on Labor Day, so it is very close to a finish. Labor Day of 2023. And this is what I have so far. It's on 46 Count Dark Mountain by XJU Designs. It's the called for floss, 1 strand of floss over 2 fabric threads. This was a new start. It was a gift from a friend, Jessie Challenor, by Hands Across the Sea. I'm doing the faded version with Swasurfine silks. On Dames of the Needle, unwashed eggshell linen, 56 count. And I think this was the piece I put my last 56 stitches in from our 1,283 miles. I have just 2 letters down here at the end. Well, a Y, I guess, 1 letter. Part of the border. And it is gorgeous. I've been working on the Bunny Tin by Doreen Jones. This particular one was in the June 2023 Cross Stitcher magazine, and it came with, that same issue has the day bunny and the night bunny. All right, where's my picture? Oh, there he is. And last night, just barely, I finished stitching everything for the day bunny. It's on 14 count Ada with the called for DMC 2 strands. And so next I'll start on the night bunny. So cute. My sister-in-law Debbie has already finished both of those. So I need to get caught up. I worked on Spring Moon by Plum Street Samplers. Mine is on 46 count Peanut by Bestitch Me with the called for flosses, 1 strand of floss over 2 fabric threads. And this one is also close to a finish. The colors in this one are just so calming. It's So nice to work on this one. This is a stitch along that I do with my friend Colette, the highway stitcher, the October to October Sal. We always start something in October. A group of friends of us see each other at Stitch West. That's a retreat put on by Deb and Kath of Snug Harbor Crafts is the name of their YouTube channel. Here in Utah is where the retreat is every October. And we usually start a piece and then try and have it finished by the next October. And you don't have to come to the retreat to participate. Anyone can participate. This year we're doing Matter in Hand by Jeanette Douglas. Is there a needle sticking out of my bag? That was crazy. This is how Colette broke it up for us into 12 sections. Her YouTube is The Highway Stitcher. Mine is on 46 count London Fog by Under the Sea Fabrics. 46 count. Did I say that? I think I said that. Called for flosses, 1 strand of floss over 2 fabric threads. And we've already decided on next year's. In October we will start Hope by the Shakespeare's Peddler. The called for fabric is Dark Soil by XJU, I believe. Yes, by XJU Designs. This is what it looks like. But I think if you wanted it to look like that, any brown color would work well. That middle part is fully stitched. I had a lot of questions about that. They're like, is the middle not stitched? And that's the color of the fabric, or is the middle stitched? It is stitched with Gentle Arts Espresso Bean, which is a very dark brown. But we will start that in October. Hope by Shakespeare's Peddler. Feel free to join us. I worked on Summer by Sarah Germani. It's such a tiny picture, but it is a very large sampler. It is 280 by 263. And I am stitching mine on 40 count Scout by Seraphim. 1 strand of the called for DMC over 2 fabric threads. I spent like 5 days straight on it, and all I got done was this house and these 2 cows and this pig and this border. I always forget how big it is, but I love that border. It's just all these different flowers. Because you know how much I love a repetitive border. I love how borders look. They're visually appealing when they're repetitive and they match. They're just not very fun to stitch for me. This one is Window Seat by Letty Stitch. It's a kit. I'm using the kit floss, but I changed out the fabric. I've done these pillows and these shutters right here, part of this wall, and then this part of the window, and then all of this scene inside the window. The kit came with 16 count Aida, and I'm just using 32 count white even weave. So it's the same size, same count of fabric. It's just even weave instead of Aida. And I got some of the back stitching done. So Laura, notice I got some of the back stitching done. I don't mind back stitching. I love how it makes it all come to life. Beachcomber, I would really like to finish this month, so I'm trying to put in 350 stitches a day because that's how much I need to do to get it finished. By Carolyn Manning Designs. Part of her Shooting Star collection. Mine is on 25 count even weave 1/1 with the called for DMC. Oh, it's looking good. Beautiful. It is a beautiful pattern. All of her patterns are beautiful. Laura of I Stitch Birds YouTube channel always does the Tour de France challenge and a couple of other bike races where she stitches however many miles they ride that day. She stitches that many stitches on the same project. So I thought that would be fun to do because she does it and it looks so fun. So I'm doing it on my Where Love Grows by Brenda Gervais. I have not done today's stitches yet, but I will. This was a kit given to us at the Shepherd's Bush Retreat last October. I'm not sure if Brenda has released it yet. It's on the called for 36 count fabric with the called for 1 strand over 2, which is unusual for me on 32 count, but that's what it was called for, so that's what I decided to do with the called for threads. So 1/2 on 32 count. No, on 36 count, sorry. 36 count. Let's check. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. 36 count Summer Khaki Linen by Zweigert. 1/2. I love the color of that house. That sage green color. Oh, I love that. So that's been fun. I'm curious if by the time we get to the end of the Tour de France, if I will be able to have finished this piece. This one is Garden Stroll by Carolyn Manning. And it is a free pattern that comes with this pack of sulky threads, S-U-L-K-Y. Uses the colors that are in this pack of threads. Some of them are blendables and some of them are solid colors. Mine is on 36 count Demoiselle by Picture This Plus with one strand of the sulky 12 weight cotton over 2 fabric threads. Nope. It goes this way. Not that it matters, it's symmetrical. All right, is there what else? Oh, pandemic. I worked on, let's see if I can reach it. I'm falling off my chair. I worked on Pandemic by Long Dog Samplers. On the plane, on the way to Cincinnati and back. It's always a great plane piece because it just is one color mostly. I'm using sulky 12 weight cotton in a blendable called Cactus, which is number 4086. And then I'm doing the animals in a sulky solid color, teal color, which is 1095. And then the border I'm doing in a solid green, which is, oh, come on, 1271. My goodness. And I worked, let's move that beautiful dragonfly. I worked it down here on this part. I threaded up a whole bunch of needles before I got on the plane. And then I'd use up all of one needle and then park it and just pick up another one. That was really nice. Still loving that one. It is on 36 count antique white linen, one strand of the sulky 12 weight over 2 fabric threads. Oh, Hometown. Where is Hometown? This one is Hometown Stitch Along by Teresa Kogut. It is a stitch along that's inside of her Patreon group. So you have to be a member of her Patreon group to get the pattern. But it will end, the stitch along will end at the end of this year, and then I bet she will release it to the public. Mine is on 46 count buttercream linen by Lakeside Linens. It's the called for DMC, one strand of floss over 2 fabric threads. I have not done the current section yet. It's been going for 2 years. It will end in December. All right, what else did I miss? Oh, Seaside. This is Seaside by Hello from Liz Matthews. It's one of her charts that's stitched on 2 different colors of fabric. I'm working on this top half first, and it is on 46 count Cream and Sugar by Fiber on a Whim. And then the bottom part, I haven't started it yet, but I'm going to do it on 46 count Whimsical by Bestitch Me. I was going to fill in this house while I was at StitchCon, and then that didn't happen. I don't know what I was doing. That's where it is so far. So cute. Window seat. Oh, I showed you, but not blue. This is Entrelacs Blue or Blue Tracery by Reflet de Soie. Mine is on 40 count Mani Dodonna Burnt Sand Linen. And when I got it out to work on it this month, I realized that I had 2 colors switched, was using them in the wrong place. So I had to pick that part out and fix it because it was not looking good. I think it goes this way. And I'm using a 103 conversion. It calls for DMC, and the wonderful Susan at Keepsakes a year ago did a conversion for me to 103 silks because I wanted to try 103 silks. And this is what I have so far. Very wrinkly. It's not laying straight, but it's looking good. It's looking so much better once I figured out that I had 2 of my colors switched. I have such a mess right here. Oh, where is that one? Was it in here? No. Oh, there it is. This is Seasons by the Sea by Jeanette Douglas. I finished, all my magnets are sticking together. I finished Winter by the Sea, and I'm working on Spring by the Sea. And I finished up the water and the sand of Spring. So beautiful. She's just come out with a new one that is Seasons in the Garden, I think, that I ordered. I'll show that to you in a minute. I am using the called for threads. I bought the accessory pack that comes with all the specialty threads in it for each one. And mine is on 32 count Frozen by Forbidden Fiber. Mostly it's 1 strand of floss over 2 fabric threads. Oh, and I did work on Hark the Herald. Where is it? It's not this one. Not that one. Oh, it's right here. Finished up the angels and started on the top of the house. It's part of the Songs of Praise series by Cricklewood Crossing. And this one is Hark the Herald Angels Sing. It is on the called for 40 count Forbidden Fiber Company bungalow with the called for Forbidden Fiber threads. And then I added a couple of, it does call for 3 colors of DMC, but I switched those DMCs to Weeks Dye Works and One Gentle Arts, I think. They'll be in the description box below. Okay, that's all of them. All right. I had 3. Okay, here's Summer, Seasons in the Garden series by Jeanette Douglas. She's just come out with the first one so far, which is Summer. Look how pretty that is. And I got the accessory pack that goes with it. And then my friend Rika, House of Stitch and Stash, had this bag available that I was able to purchase from her. It is so beautiful. She makes the best bags. You can find her on Instagram, House of Stitch and Stash. And then my friend Ginger Riggs of the Daisy Chain Quilt Company, I asked her if she would make me a custom bag because I wanted it. I think this is 16 by 16. Yes, it is. It's 16 by 16. I wanted it quilted. And she did such a fabulous job. I wanted the little gusset at the bottom, so it had a little more room at the bottom. I wanted this contrasting pocket on the front. I wanted the handle on the side, and I wanted a little place on the side to hook my little tag that I put on all my bags telling me what's in it. It is quilted on both sides. And then I asked her if she could please put an extra pocket on the inside. Here's the inside fabric. And then you can see there's a little fabric pocket in here so that I could put the project card and a picture of the project in that little pocket, because I'm always on camera searching through the bag trying to find the picture and the project card. So I wanted a special pocket in there to put those in. And she was fabulous. She was fast. It is gorgeous. It's quilted in a diamond pattern, both sides. The stitching is exquisite. It is beautiful. Thank you, Ginger. I believe you can find her on Etsy, Daisy Chain Quilt Company. She does amazing, amazing bags. Last time I showed you all of the knitting and crocheting bags that I bought from her at the last retreat. All right, is that... Okay, now we will do a section about StitchCon, and then we will do a section about the crazy road tour that we did to all of the cross-stitch stores. When we checked in to StitchCon, we got this great backpack that's an insulated cooler. It came in so handy later in the week, the next week, when we went on what do you call that? A driving tour. We got this great thread holder and a charm to make as we left. And this is what I bought when I was at StitchCon. I got some fabric, some needle minders, I love these little pouches by Nana K, zipper pouches, some patterns from Hello from Liz Matthews, the last two I needed for the 12 days of Christmas. And I won a door prize. I have never won a door prize at StitchCon. It was this beautiful project bag and all of the boomerang patterns. They had a trunk show in the annex. And I love these patterns. I was so excited. And then these are the wonderful gifts people gave me. Wonderful Marianne. This is Heidi. She has an Etsy store called The Cottage Cat. She makes a beautiful floss tags. This book opens up. It's a thread bed. Soy wax conditioner. A wonderful scissor holder that you can pull out, clip to yourself and then pull out like, you know, keys, and then it will zip back in so you don't lose your scissors. The missing stitches. Handed out fabric one night at the late night stitching. I'm so excited to try some of those. Or that color of fabric, that brand. Kylie from So What Stitches on YouTube, SEW, gave me this beautiful accessory book that she made with watermelon. I love it. She even quilted around the shapes of the watermelon. It has a zipper pocket. It has a really secure Velcro pocket in the middle. It's got this great thread or needle bed, and then underneath it has more pockets. It is so beautiful. Thank you, Kylie. And please watch her channel. She is great. The So What Stitcher, SEW. And all these other wonderful things I was given. People are so generous. I loved seeing everybody. Thank you so much. And I totally forgot to say that Heidi also is a beautiful stitcher and has a YouTube channel called the Potty Mouth Stitcher. Definitely check out her channel. She has beautiful projects. First, we went to Hobby House Landing store in Victor, New York, and we spent the whole day there. It was so wonderful. And I bought this Walk on the Beach by Erica Michaels and the floss to stitch it with. This beautiful tabby cat fabric, 32 count whiskers. Cat's whiskers, sorry. A needle minder, a needle box tin, needle tin. It's magnetic inside. And then a stitcher who was there found out that Colette and I were going to be there that day, and she brought us each a gift. This beautiful coaster, crocheted. Thank you so much. It really looks like tulips. It is amazing. And here are some pictures that I took while we were at Hobby House. Here it is. On Tuesday, we stopped at 5 stores. So the first store we went to was the Crafty Ewe in Cleveland, Ohio. June at the store makes these beautiful project bags with the little pouch that goes with it. They are gorgeous. I found these 2 charts that I needed. I found 5 of the 2023 Fragments in Time. Ever since those came out in 2023, I have loved them. Finally decided to buy some. And these 2 cute needle minders. And here are some pictures that I took while we were there. That's good. Our second stop that day on Tuesday was Just Stitching in Strongsville, Ohio. Cute, cute store. I found these 3 Plum Street patterns and some mushroom lugana. And she had brands of floss that I'd never seen before. I've seen Color and Cotton, but I had not seen Romy's Creations or these Philza Broder color gems. So that was fun. And she had Color and Cotton, so that was amazing. And she had these fabulous scissors, little tiny scissors that you can wear around your neck like a necklace. I used them on the plane on the way home. It was amazing. We got to talk to the owner. She is wonderful. It was a great store. And here's some I forgot to take pictures, but here's a picture that Colette took in the store. Our third stop was Blueberry Hill Stitchery in Akron, Ohio. It is located inside of a dentist's office building. And if I understood correctly, the dentist's mother started the store, but now it's run by the dentist and his wife. Do call ahead and check and see what their hours are that day, because it depends on when the dentist's office is open. Cute, cute store. I found a Jabco free pattern that comes with and then you buy the buttons that go with it. These 2 beautiful patterns, Chessie and Me and Nikki's Creations. And this amazing watermelon needle minder. And here's some pictures we took while we were there. Our fourth stop on Tuesday was Little Creek Needleworks in Canton, Ohio. I found some of my favorite Beauvais Art glass needle minders. And she has a lot of sampler patterns, a lot of reproduction sampler patterns. So, they were all gorgeous. I bought this one. And she even had a little finishing kit for the pin cushion that goes with it. Beautiful store. Oh my goodness. So many things to look at. I'll put some pictures here.
I'm not. Okay, that's good.
Then our last stop that day was the Spargo store in Uniontown, Ohio. It's not a cross-stitch store. It's Spargo is known for quilting and then embroidery that she does on wool and quilts. Embroidery embellishments, I believe. But they had these wonderful Yazzie bags there. So I bought this Yazzie bag, the big project bag, and then this little wallet that folds up and has zipper pockets on both sides. So here's the inside, and then it folds like this. And then it has pockets on the outside as well. The Tudor silk did not come from Spargo, that came from Hobby House. And then this was a pattern that I was gifted from a good friend that I immediately put into that bag. It was a fun store. I'm glad we stopped there. And here's some pictures we took of that store. And then on Wednesday, we got up early and went to H.R. Wolf Hardware store in Galion, Ohio. And inside of the hardware store is the Big Bad Wolf House of Stitches. And it is a fabulous, all the things, full size cross stitch store in a corner of the hardware store. And we actually talked to the owners. They are darling. It's a husband and wife. The husband runs the hardware store. The wife does all of the bookkeeping and ordering and everything for the hardware store, and then also decided she wanted to open a cross-stitch store because she's a cross-stitcher in one corner of the building. She has everything. Oh my goodness. I found the rest of the 2023 fragments in time charts that I hadn't found at the other store, plus all the floss to stitch them with. She has weeks. She has my brain's gone. She has all the major floss brands, plus some color and cotton, a million charts. Oh my goodness. And she has these darling postcards by Melody Gilmore. That right there is the pattern that's on the other side of this little postcard. They were all the national park patterns. And then it's printed like it's a little postcard. It was so cute. We had such fun talking to them. Definitely stop there if you're ever in the area. She also has a lot of fabric, overdyed fabric and regular fabric. So fun. And here's some pictures we took while we were there. And then our last stop was Craft Gallery in Findlay, Ohio, on our way back down to Cincinnati. I found this darling pattern, Hazel's Blueberry Burrow by Blueberry Ridge. And I bought all the floss to go with it that it calls for. Some of the beach boardwalk patterns. And this beautiful project bag. They had several to choose from. It's a nice big one. We always love stopping at Craft Gallery. We've been there several times. And here's some pictures we took while we were there. All right, now you know why June was so crazy. And July's shaping up to be just as crazy. My plans are stitching. I have a family reunion with all my kids and grandkids and everybody up at Bear Lake in July. And then at the very end of the month, on August 1st, is the Stitchery Express Retreat. That's a store in Layton, Utah. Stitchery Express, X-P-R-E-S-S, called the Stitchery Express Retreat. If you're interested, you can find her website and call the store. I think they still have openings. It will be at a hotel, a Marriott. Was it a Hilton or a Marriott? Now I can't remember, in Layton. And then on August 31st, she's having an open house at her store. It's right on the border of Clearfield and Layton on Antelope Drive. Stitchery Express, X-P-R-E-S-S. She also has a Facebook page. And I think that's all. That was all my plans for July that I can think of. So I will see you again in a few weeks. Bye-bye.